Oh, hey, hi, how's it going? So as some of y'all know, I am never wrong. Never. Actually, I've never been wrong in my entire life. My opinion is the only opinion to have, and if you don't have that opinion, you're just not right. Because again, I've never been wrong. And I've been kind of thinking, in the past couple of months, I have been getting extremely familiar with brain rot. I know that shit like the back of my hand, which I kind of hate admitting, but it's the truth. I've seen a lot of brain rot. And a reoccurring theme on all my brain rot videos is that some of y'all in the comments will try to fight me on things that just don't fucking matter. Like, I'll call Skibbity Toilet cringe as just like a one-off joke, which it is, and Lil Timmy will write a 4-page essay about how I'm wrong and that Skibbity Toilet is a fucking masterpiece. I get people defending that little dumbass nugget, too. There's a full-on civil war going on in my comment section of people arguing what the best form of brain rot is, which, I mean, is just kind of a weird spot to do that, considering I do nothing but talk shit on brain rot creators. Like, why are y'all defending it? Whatever. So anyways, I'm just going to put the whole war to rest here. I've taken it upon myself to prove once and for all what the best kind of brain rot is. And we're doing it on arguably the best thing ever created, a tier list. So here's the tier list. I think I've gotten just about everything covered here. I mean, we're really leaving no stone unturned. When I say I'm ranking brain rot, I mean it. I'm honestly getting a headache just looking at this shit. All right, yeah, first up on the list, I've got arguably the two most important, characters for brain rot. I mean, genuinely, this is fucking Mario and Sonic. Like, they started it. So I'm just going to rank them together because, in my opinion, they are the same thing. And to be honest with you, they're either S or F. There's no in between. It's either, you take it like, oh, they created it. They are the main characters of brain rot, so you give them S, or you take it like these are literally the two biggest supervillains on the planet, ruining every child's brain, and you give it F tier. So these are kind of interchangeable, but since this is a brain rot tier list, I'm trying to find out what the absolute best of the best is. I mean, let's be honest, I think they kind of have to go up there. All right, next up we've got Gat. I think this is incredibly stupid. Like, the fucking yacht videos are just some of the most down bad shit I've ever seen in my life. The joke kind of started as like more of an adult thing or like, a teenager thing, but it's pushed itself down to children. Like, this is just part of kid content. It definitely shouldn't be. Like, that's fucking weird, which is kind of a reoccurring theme. You'll see that throughout this entire video, that a lot of these just shouldn't be where they are. A lot of these could have either, one, just never been a joke because they're not funny, or B, can stay a joke, but let's not include children on that. I mean, it's just kind of gross. Like, I don't know, dude. I just don't think kids should be talking about fat asses, but I mean, whatever. That's not really mine to pick. I I can't choose what pops off or what doesn't. So, I think I'll give it a solid B tier. It's kind of right in the middle because, again, it is funny sometimes, but it's also incredibly degenerate. So, it evens out. Next up, we've got Rizz. I think this is kind of the same thing. Like, it's just, it's weird as shit. I think it's a little more lighthearted. You know what I mean? Because it's like, Gyat is literally just talking about an ass. Like, there's literally no other interpretation for that other than like a one. With Rizz, it's just kind of like, it's really just a replacement for being cool. And I'll admit it, sometimes it is funny. Every once in a while, it's a little funny. But for the most part, it's kind of retarded and just overused. And to be honest, I don't know about y'all, but I don't really, enjoy an 8-year-old talking about his Rizz. Kind of weird. I got to give Rizz an A tier. Moving on, we've got Sigma males. This is going to fucking F tier. I'm not playing with that shit, dude. This is the only one on the list that I think is genuinely, like, horribly affecting kids. You know what I mean? Like, the rest of them, they could get over that, They'll eventually outgrow it. But this is more of a mindset than it is just a joke. Some people do take it seriously. I think the Sigma jokes are funny, but there's more people that take it seriously than there should be. You know what I mean? So there's kids that are fucking just being losers and just, like, acting like having no friends makes them cooler than everyone else. And that's just not how this shit works, That's not a mindset that a child should have because it's going to ruin their fucking life. And actually, I said the jokes are funny, but they're really not that funny. Anything on this list that is like insanely incoherent and just makes no fucking sense, it's the Sigma edits. Like, what does this mean?
Don't ever try to hurt me, 'cause when it's my turn, you will Google how to stop crying.
Genuinely, what the fuck was that? I don't understand. How was that cool? How was that Sigma? You know, like what make I don't fucking get it. And the characters, dude, the characters that they use to show like the Sigma male, you know, the cool lifestyle, are just psychopaths. Like they literally idolize psychos. Look at all of these characters. What do all of them have in common? Pretty sure all of them have killed at least somebody. You know, it's like, just, dude, I don't know, man. I don't think that idolizing these people is a good idea. Especially Patrick Bateman. The whole point of the movie is that he's fucking psychotic. Why are we idolizing this shit, dude? That's not like a healthy... Anyways, moving on. We've got Nikocado Avocado, and more specifically, this picture of him. I don't think I see a single brain rot related thing that isn't this picture. And he's like eating the fucking nugget guy. I think that they just needed a filler for a fat person, and Queso so ran through that they just picked the only other known fat dude. I really don't even think that he deserves to be there. Give him C tier. Like, he's a filler character on these. Everyone else, these are all main characters. This guy's just a filler. He's just there to eat the nugget, haha, funny little joke, and then move on. You know what I mean? All right, next we got whoever this is. I genuinely don't know who the fuck this is. You know, I see her all the time. I don't know who the fuck this is. I know her name is like Pomni or some shit like that. But other than that, I don't know anything about her. And she's kind of the same as like the Nugget or Skibbity Toilet or that fucking little character that Lanky Box uses. You know, she's the main character in some of them. But the reason why I don't think that she can even go anywhere close to S tier is because most of the time when she's being used, it's weird. Like over-sexualizing a child character. Like, I'm pretty sure there's something more going on here. There's definitely some simps for this weird little character. I don't think kids should be getting fed jokes. I don't know, man. Hey, mate, call me based, but it doesn't make sense to me. I don't really see a point of doing that. And because this joke actually just isn't funny, it's going below Yacht for sure. I think that, you know what? I'll put this one F tier as well. Next up, we got Hoopify. I gotta be honest, this dude's S tier. I shit on him a while back, but like, dude, it's gotten to a point where every time I see him, I watch it all the way through. He looks like he's getting tortured in every video, and it's like, it's just fucking priceless. Because you can tell the dude doesn't want to do what he's doing, but he's only doing it because it popped off. Like, I guarantee that first video he made about baby Gronk or whatever the fuck, I guarantee he was like, this is going to be brain rot, but, you know, it might be a little funny. I don't think that he even really knew what he was doing, and then it just absolutely blew up, so now he has to do it. Like, he is the baby Gronk guy. Which is, I mean, it's a fucking shame for him. Terrible spot to be in, but it's funny to me. That being said, though, I think that the baby Gronk meme, I think this has to go F tier. This has got to be the weirdest, the absolute weirdest trend I've seen in my entire life. Do y'all not realize this is a kid? Are we just looking past that? Because, like, dude, I think he's like 10. There is zero reason why anybody should be saying he is the Rizz king. This dude is 10 years old. It's clear that they're joking. I don't think that anybody saying these things are trying to be, you know, creepy or weird, but they don't realize that they are being creepy and weird. Leave this kid alone, dude. Fuck. Anyways, moving on, we've got, I actually do know the name of this one. This is Catnap. I've seen it from, what is that game, like Poppy Playhouse or something like that? The first release was pretty good, and all the rest of them have been just terrible. But no, I actually really like this character. I mean, take that with a grain of salt because I don't like any of these videos. I mean, just keep in mind, we are talking about brain rot, so we're already down in the shit. But, you know, the best part of that shit is probably this character. He's like the fucking villain, I think. Hyper realistic, gangly fucking horror cat. Good character. I mean, he's the main villain of Brain Rot, so why wouldn't I like him? You know what I mean? He's the only one out here doing anybody justice. He's trying just as hard as I am to take down all these fuckers. And he's actually succeeding. I've seen him brutally murder this nugget at least 3 times. I haven't done shit to that dude. Anyways, moving on, we've got Mewing. I don't know what to think about this. I think that compared to everything else on this list, it's incredibly lighthearted and just, I mean, it's kind of the lowest of the brain rot, you know what I mean? If this nugget dude is 100% fucking boiling your brain from the inside out, then I think Mewing is like a light headache. It's not as brain damage inducing as the rest of them, but it is still stupid. Are there people that genuinely think this works? Because it doesn't. Guys, put your tongue wherever the fuck you want. I promise you that's not going to get you a jawline. You know what would probably do that? Is if you put down the fucking Cheetos and like went and did something. I swear to God, some people will do anything but work out. Everybody, they're like, oh, I want to look good. I want to look fit. How do I do it without working? It's like that does... That's not how this shit works, dude. You can't place your tongue in your mouth some way and then be hot. Either way, I will say the videos where it's like, it'll show like 3 pictures of just like random shit. And it's like before mewing, and then it'll say after, and it's the same things, but just like hot. I will say those videos are fucking funny. So I'll say A tier. This image didn't really explain what I wanted it to very well. This is AI songs.
I'm like, yeah, she's fine. Wonder when she'll be mine. She walk past, I press rewind to see that it's one more time. And I got this soda. Family Guy, they know us. All fast money, no slow bucks. No one can control us. Yeah, baby.
If AI is good for anything, it's that. That shit is hilarious. Moving on, the last thing we've got is Ohio. This is just an instant F tier. I've never in my life heard something more fucking annoying. I cannot stand the Ohio jokes. Not even a little bit. That shit is so unfunny. I think most of the things on this list are unfunny, but some of them are quote-unquote entertaining. You can watch it and get something from it. Any joke that includes the word Ohio is just fucking stupid. Like, what does that even mean? I don't know. What is the origins of it? Because I remember a few years ago, people were talking about how like, oh, no one lives in Ohio. Why does this state exist? And then it seems like within a month, it just became like this meme where it's like if anything bizarre happens, it only happens in Ohio. What the fuck does that mean? Why did that happen? Like what? I don't know. Hey, maybe I'm just not cool enough to know. I'm not in the loop. But this shit is just not funny to me. Anyways, here's the final list. Like I said before, I think I just about covered all bases here. Like, I don't really think that there's any super popular brain rot things that I missed. And if I did miss it, then clearly it's just not good enough to be on this list. Anyways, like I said before, I'm always right. So if you disagree with me, feel free to leave it in the comments. But just know that whatever you say, you will be objectively wrong. Anyways, sub to the channel, join the Discord. I'm going to bed.